Hello everybody and welcome back to part 37 of Steambot Chronicles. I have visited the Skylark Farms in order to pick up some wheat for the civilian army, and I've cut out the journey because it's pretty boring otherwise. All I did was I went to Happy Garland, then to Skylark, got the wheat, back to Happy Garland, and back to the Condor. It's just a fetch quest, there's nothing special about it, no special enemies or nothing, so yeah.
Oh, you should perform in our concert later. Dandelion's here too. I think he's over at the meal distribution table.
Dandelion? Well, we haven't seen that guy for a while. In fact, we've only seen him once during this whole entire playthrough, so yeah.
Welcome. I'm not comfortable with war, but Basil begged me to come. Plus, I haven't really performed for a long time. I'm a little nervous.
Hey, Dandelion! Savory's here!
It's been a while.
Savory. It's always nice to see you again.
Okay then, this is it. Climb onto the deck when you're ready.
Let's go.
I can't wait!
You can swing by too if you want.
Savory. It's good to see you again. So yeah, the Garland Globetrotters are performing for the final time this playthrough, the final time for this Let's Play. That's right, I'm not going to be performing any musical acts ever again past this point. And this is the last concert we're going to do, Every single one of these NPCs has something unique to say, which is crazy. All these soldiers, everyone here, they all have something to say about the Garland Globetrotters being here. It's ridiculous. You know, I always wonder about actually developing an RPG and actually changing what the people say when certain events change in the world, because good lord, that must be so much dialogue you have to keep track of. Good God. But yeah, folks, this is it. And because this is the last concert we're going to do, I figured I would just run through all of the choruses of every single song. I'm not going to go play all of them in their whole entirety, because that would make this video way longer than it needs to be, but just I want to remind you about Nadia Gifford's music. I want to remind you about the fantastic vocal tracks of Steambot Chronicles, because this is the last time we're going to hear it. We're getting really, really, really close to the end game. And, you know, it's worth going out with a bang, right? I'm surprised Dandelion is going to perform with us. I know, we haven't seen this guy all game. Oh, it's almost time! Playing with Dandelion's gonna rock! It's been a while since I was on stage. How do you feel up here, right before the performance? I get really nervous, you know. I always get the jitters, especially when I was in drama club. Don't worry, everyone feels that way. Everyone ready? Let's do this. Just gonna use my trusty harmonica. Let's remind ourselves of the fantastic soundtrack.
Before you press down by 1,000 bricks, every brick the weight of anxiety. Why don't you shout it out, shout your organs out, just shout and shout and shout it out. So tell me why you think you're any different from them all. Can you see that I don't need any love from anyone? I only trust myself, but the truth is that I shy away from you. You stole them from my bag. You
How was the concert, Dandelion?
It's been a while. I was nervous. Making instruments is a lot easier. Oh, how's Rosemary doing?
She's doing a lot better, right, Connie?
Yeah.
That's good. I hope she recovers soon so we can all perform together again.
What about Fennel?
I offered him a ticket, but he said, I'm not a member anymore.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Hey, what's everyone talking about? Man, all we need is fennel and chicory, and this would be just like old times.
Basil!
Ah, come on, guys. You don't have to worry about me. I need to get going anyway. What about you, Savory?
I'll be out in a minute.
Well, guys, today's concert was a lot of fun. Here, try this out. See you later, everyone.
You have to let it go, Connie. Worrying about it won't help Dandelion.
I know, but I can't help it. Every time I see him,
You just need more time, I guess.
I'm sorry.
I'm going home too. Try to behave yourselves, okay?
The Garland Globetrotters concert held atop the battleship at the Alcazar de Condor ended. The fort was filled with excitement to see Dandelion, the musician turned instrument maker. He gave me his violin, hell yeah! And this is really late in the game to get a new instrument, but I love the violin in this game. It's just as fun to play as the trumpet. Not as easy as the trumpet, but very fun. It's probably my favorite instrument in the whole entire game. All you have to do is move the right analog stick in the arrows, push down left if it's on the left, push down right if it's on the right, and just push down if it's in the middle. Hell yeah, the violin is super fun to play. Too bad you get it so late. So late. And there's no spectators here. I don't even know who handed me those 6 coins. Was it the guy sitting on the bench over there? Maybe. Isn't there a way to avoid fighting? No, Mega Man X, there isn't. I'm sorry. Reploids must fight each other. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm sorry, Connie. But, yeah, for the rest of it, again, we're going back to the fetch quests. I have to once again talk to Marjoram in order to find out what the civilian army needs. And again, people find this boring just because, you have to do these long treks across the country in order to get the materials you need. But, when I'm cutting it out for this particular playthrough, it's not that long of a quest, really. It's going to be ending with this part, but, still, it's just something that's kind of unnecessary because it feels like I'm just being an errand boy, You want to be the hero of the story and everything, and they're just like, hey, pick this up, pick that up, do this, do that, do this, do that. And it's not even like the most dangerous thing in the world. It's just go get a thing. Like, this one's easy. I just have to get steel beams from the GTW factory in Happy Garland. Well, Alcazar de Condor is right next to Happy Garland. It's right next door. So all I do is I take a 3-minute trek. I'm in the city, I load up on steel beams, I got it, I didn't run into a boss character or any enemies or anything, so I just go back to my Trotmobile and look, that was it, that's all there was to it. Kind of unnecessary, just kind of padding, but it's a thing that happens. Okay, steel beams accounted for. You're gonna continue with the next supply run? Might as well. The last thing we need is a civilian army flag from Hayabusa Carpet Mill. Once we have the flag, our battleship will be completed. We're counting on your help. It's so important to have a flag, huh? We can't stop the bloody mantis without a flag, huh? So yes, near Seagull Beach, all the way at the beginning of the game, you talk to Kane of the Carpet Mill, and he gives you the civilian army flag. Booyah. So yeah, I'm just cutting out all the walking because, again, no significant events happen in between. I've already traveled across this country multiple times. There's nothing you're really missing out on by me cutting from place to place. It's just fetch quests. It's just fetch stuff, and they're all done now. All 3 of them are done. And this battleship is ready. Everybody's loaded on top of it. It looks like we're ready for war. Does the civilian army stand a chance? Basil, you gotta have more confidence, man. That's what Savory would appreciate. The ladies love confidence.
What a splendid flag, Vanilla. You've done well. This is the final element of our sand battleship. It's finished at last. Listen up, everyone. We are going to defeat the Bloody Mantis. We have commenced the attack. Report to me as soon as you're ready.
Okay, so I just got off the ship and now they make me go back on the ship. Although this is a good, warning, hey, we're going into battle. You might want to refuel. You might want to repair your Trotmobile. You might want to get ready for this, because save your game, especially, because this one's not going to be easy. This is it. Talk to Commander Ferguson when you're ready to go. He's in a similar machine that looks just like everybody else's. I don't know how anyone can identify him, but whatever. Sounds like the war started. Let's come back alive, okay? This is kind of a weird question right now, but how do you feel about Savory? Oh boy. Good news, Basil. I like Connie a lot more. Yeah, you and Connie make a pretty good couple. And, hey, Fennel's here. The civilian army's not really my style, but I heard there's gonna be trouble. Try not to lag behind, Vanilla. Hey, is it true that Dandelion came here to the fort? Yeah, we played a concert. That's strange. Dandelion hates violence. His voice acting was pretty strange, but I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I feel like if I talk too much, I might foreshadow to something in the future. But either way.
People, the time has come. Today, the Bloody Mantis will discover they cannot trample over our lives. We are the only people who can stand up for our loved ones. Let us join together and strike down the Bloody Mantis for all people.
The final battle between the civilian army and the Bloody Mantis is about to begin.
This is it!
So the borders go away, and I can actually walk around during this part, but it's not advised to actually jump off the ship until I'm given the order, because that's when the camera angle's back to normal, and that's when the real battle begins.
Dispatch the Trotmobile unit!
Alright, here we go! It's time for some war! So yeah, the Dirge Cruiser is the Bloody Mantis's battleship, and we want to try and drain its health bar before the SS Symphony's health bar is drained, otherwise we lose the war. And there's going to be a lot of slowdown in this section because there are so many enemies on screen. There are cannons shooting fireballs everywhere, there are Bloody Mantis troops, there are, civilian army troops, even the Garland Globetrotters. You'll see, Marjoram and Basil and Fennel actually participating in the battle alongside you, and it gets pretty damn hectic, but it does get pretty damn slow. I'm playing on an authentic PlayStation 2. This is not emulated at all. This is how the game actually runs during this particular segment, and it could be a little faster. It could be a little faster, but the objective is to destroy the battleship, the opposite battleship, before yours gets destroyed. And I think the health bar of the Dirge Cruiser also shares that health bar with, like, enemy troops. So I feel like when you do destroy some of the pink mechs, some of the pink Trotmobiles, they do actually drain the health bar of the Dirge Cruiser. Like, it felt like that to me anyway. I might be wrong. I've heard in game facts that it's not the case, but I feel like you could destroy some of the enemies in the sand on the battlefield, and that bar will go down. I mean, it's going down pretty nicely right now. But one thing you can do is you can climb on top of the Dirge Cruiser and take out those turrets, take out those things that are shooting fireballs at us, those cannons, because that'll help protect all your allies and reduce the damage. And it drains the health bar fairly quickly, so, you know, not a bad idea. Remember, I don't have energy tanks, I don't have health pickups, and if I die, that's it. Game over. Reload your save. I'm already in the red when it comes to health, so I got in the way of all those cannons, and it was kind of dangerous of me, because I'm almost dead. I'm smoking. I've taken a lot of damage. Huh!
We did it! We sunk their battleship! The civilian army won!
Come on, men, we're heading home.
But luckily, justice prevails, and I end up surviving. Booyah! In what later came to be known as the Clash at Sabia, the civilian army destroyed the Dirge Cruiser and claimed victory. Then, we returned in triumph to Alcazar de Condor. Woo! We did it! That was a different set piece. I really liked that. If only it ran a little bit better, but hey, PlayStation 2 limitations, right?
Congratulations on a job well done. We once again control our own oil. Thank you, Vanilla. We could not have been victorious without your help. Let us march home with our heads held high.
I finally found you, Vanilla. Connie wants you to meet her at her house. She's going back to Nefroburg. She wanted me to tell you.
So yeah, the oil prices are back to normal. The Bloody Mantis seem to have been routed, and now they're definitely done for. We're not going to see them ever again, for sure, for sure, for sure. And now I gotta go to Nefroburg to meet up with Connie and her mother, Rosemary. So we'll see what's up with that later, but not next part, because next part I want to go back into the alternate dimension, the dimension where Vanilla joined the Bloody Mantis, because I want to show you what that kid gets up to when he joins that organization, and how the battle turns out when you're on the opposite side. Oh, stay tuned for part 38.